are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize.
Oh, he's got it!
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
And here comes the offense on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go!
They go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
On the ready?
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Set. Hut. Hut.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Drag down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on the first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass. It's Reese. Finding an escape route. Brought down at the 36-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Ready,
a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Green 25.
Gets the back moving. Power inside with the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
691. Gator spot. Hornet. Hornet. Ready, go.
Wants to go on top. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the contact. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. Here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball through that. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him hit him?
Let's go. Get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threats.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The play action fake. And the catcher with the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get back to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that.
In backfield, it's terrible. Crosses the 30, he's got it. He's brought down.
Go, get that!
And they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he's chased out of bounds at the 6-yard line, and they'll try to stick it in from there.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Flag!
He'll pull it on the read. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Touchdown, Trojans. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Ready, break!
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21.
Cobra!
Drop the back. It's Reese. Bringing the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Okay,
Well,
ready?
you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of
Cricket.
college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Arrow!
Now
Lasso!
looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. He's going for the big play. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he just invoked the fear of God with this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Come on, set! Go
Might be changing the route.
Travis! Travis! Ready?
One first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it on here. And the big shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Flex! Flex! Flex!
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines.
On the ready?
So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Check! Here we go! Ready, ready!
Leads it with the right hand. Defense holds their
Get there,
ground,
get
pick
there!
up of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Nice. Just way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here we go.
Scanning the field. It's Reese. Got his man out of the backfield. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And they dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I love the quick decision the QB made there in that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Thanks for grab. Really good chase to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A first down for the offense.
Trick 9B.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to throw it.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Rerun.
To the back. Down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Charcoal. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's again. Under fire. Finds his man down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3.
Dad, ready. All right. Ready, go.
They'll run play action. Touchdown USC. Extra point here will tie the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. The linebacker can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And now this offense will take the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, how
he hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, go.
Goes to the option. And this one really stopped for no gain.
when you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ball.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got him, and he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he runs it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football.
Ready,
And it's
set.
clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still quality programs.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here we go.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. Really nice ball on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now?
Ready,
3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that
Yankee
one
blue.
running the football.
Yankee
Great
blue.
vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Okay, ready?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Easy. Face it.
Stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets to the Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass. It's Ginn. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Montgomery. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Trojans will line it up on first and 10. Fine play action. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got the
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Trojans come to the line in this situation. You might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Trojans. Fit it in the window for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Slithering whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Throwing right. Complete downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Looking downfield. It's Green. He's got his man across. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be.
Press! Press! Press!
The give to the lone running back. First down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning. chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go, here we go. Set up.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And he'll be That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
22 water. 22 water. Ready, ready.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Fly, trumpet.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
With the catch, it's Taylor. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one.
Ready,
And
ready.
the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started.
Black 24. Black 24. Get set, get
He
set.
got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready. Set. Hut.
To the air, it's Reese. Throws it out in space. They make the stop before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football,
it.
they play wide receiver basically for you, but you
Reload.
got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's
42
going to catch
spider.
the ball consistently.
4-2 spider. Set.
Veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
On the double.
He's now up to 66 yards
Hey,
on
Cam.
the ground, and what a season
Jackrabbit.
he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. And he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for
Ready,
an offensive
set.
coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on
Pound,
first down
55
and
weak.
set up a short yardage on second down,
Ready.
it makes play calling easy. Every
Nice play offensively.
Ready.
You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide
Let's go.
receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter,
Ready.
you got to have guys doing work downfield for you. They have it on that. You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the go again, looking for one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
Flag.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. Again. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The Trojans are on the move. Working downfield on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flat.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
As he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you...
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been throwing the football all game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Base 27, John.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking downfield instead. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And we've got a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready, and your field goal could be coming in 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Okay, break. Blair. Griffin. Down. Ready.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the gun, the running back. He found about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
We got the ball.
Defense jumps in and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they get the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head
Military
right
stun.
in that guy's
Military
chest.
stun. Ready, go.
Back to throw. It's in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Ready, ready.
Make this short quick walk with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Trojan. Lead with the 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Syracuse packed on today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
How about that? They had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Ready.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15.
Igloo.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To throw.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set. But they have really been able to shut him down. They forced another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
Looking deep down the right side.
Something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start with their own 21. He has the first and still on his feet. Just what they were. Or to get this drive rolling, they're out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And we've been treated to quite the performance so far from both sides. Let's take a moment and have a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Flag! Flag!
Second receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. safely. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
22, order. Ready.
To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, man, it's Terrell. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Trick 9, beat.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
Snap is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Charcoal.
Back to pass. It's Ginn. Working the middle. Wait. Always down at the 14 after that grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Military stunt.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
They're not even trying
And this
to do
QB
anything.
is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop.
USC grabbed the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready, ready.
They'll go to the followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is
Don't worry about it,
stopping
baby.
the run.
I ain't worried
Being
about it. Let's go.
physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical.
He's got 98 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Got it.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single play. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Stay balanced. Run your football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to throw. It's Reese.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Let's.
He wants to change this route.
Cricket. Dino.
Now they're going to throw it. He's got the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up the field.
Ready.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Lasso.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the toss.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice.
I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run. I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
Ready,
and guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short.
Spider!
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Okay, ready?
8th play of the drive coming up.
Here we go.
Second and 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Ready up.
After the productive first down play, it's second and 6.
Slab.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw. It's Reese. Puts it out to the back. After that completion. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Ready.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
Set. Ready.
They'll leave it with it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
On the set.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that
42.
first down. Short. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Ready.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
Flare. Ready.
What a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations. This guy time to work with here. So
Watch the defense and hear him drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game. Let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Through the air, it's Ginn. Here's the pressure. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Set, ready.